And who's gonna give me an advice on dating or to keep a good marriage? Okay, okay, Rachel, you give me one advice, and then I want a Victor to give me another advice. Thank you so much for your time, all of
Thank
you.
Thanks for
Victor,
having me.
Kate, Rachel, and Ryan. Ryan is the my favorite name because my son is Ryan. So
Yeah, it means little king in Gaelic, right? I think, or something like that.
yes, yes, a little prince or something.
Little
Yeah,
prince.
There's a
little
lot
prince.
of you, my man.
Yeah.
Like the
So
band said, so demanding.
yeah, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be talking to you all. I'm going to start with Victor. I want to know what was the inspiration for the script, and I also want to congratulate you on this director debut, right? So I want to know the inspiration for this story.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I think the big thing was I just hadn't really seen a movie like it, so you know, that's the first thing that I need in order to like start writing something. I had seen other movies that dealt with polyamorous relationships or extramarital relationships, and a lot of them felt either super like hypersexualized or like tragic or like it was all to teach the monogamous couple a lesson about what not to do. So I wanted to do just your kind of classic Hollywood love story, hit all the beats of like every great romantic comedy, but to do it with three people instead of two, and to have that be just a really fun and fresh and revealing way of telling the story.
No, I enjoy watching the movie, and I see you have like all relationships have very difficult side of it. And I want to know, Rachel, what will you like the most about your character?
uh, I loved her. I loved her so much. Um, I like that she I like that she really struggled with life. You know, I've my mom said used to say this to me. Some people are just better at life, as if like life is a verb, like we're lifing. But I think she's right in the sense like some people are better at life, right? And I think Nina struggled at life. And that was attractive because there have been moments in my life where I really was struggling to like thrive or to just like be content and be present. And um, I think she really kind of uh, showcased a flawed human being and simultaneously like a really awesome like gentle side as well that people could probably really relate to in the sense of like we've got major issues going on. I don't know if I'm happy. I'm questioning everything right now and having to like ride that out and really do some self-reflection. So I think I just liked she was just felt really authentic.
Yeah, I like her too.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I can identify her more with her than Kate's character because I don't know, it's just different. I also question a lot of stuff, so
Yeah.
that's me.
Yeah.
And now I want to go to Ryan, and I want to know like you are a very good like husband because you're very understandable and you always comply to what she says to you, right? Where did you like got this inspiration? Did you have someone in your life that is like that? Like, oh my God, no, that's okay. Did you learn from someone?
I mean, not really. That was all in, the writing and stuff. I will say that I have a lot of that is my own personality. I tend to be an easygoing guy, and let people walk all over me until I finally have enough and explode. And that was the one thing that I loved about the way Drew was written. He never hurt anybody. And I think it was easy for a guy like him to have a scene or a moment where he explodes and he tears into Nina or he tears into Olivia, to make himself feel better and build himself up. And he never does that. The one scene where he does finally confront the way that he feels and stuff, it's done in a very, I think, emotional but diplomatic way. And he gets his point across in a way that allows Nina to understand the hurt that she's done to him instead of creating more confusion.
And Kate, your Olivia, she's very, I don't know, I think she wants to she's different in a way. She's very attractive, but I like her too, because she wants to do something with her life, but she doesn't know what to do with her life. I don't know. What was like the preparation to play her? Did you get inspiration from someone else, or how was that? Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, she's a funny one. She's a bit of a mess. But when I first read the script to talk to Vic about it, because I knew he wanted to base, this was going to be shot in LA, and I'm born and raised in LA. And I was like, I have a spin on this because I know many of these I know maybe 40 Olivias. And so I was like, could I base this character, kind of put her in the direction of kind of California girl who spent I just wanted, basically I was just inspired by a lot of people that I know. A lot of my friends have a bit of Olivia vibe to them. And I think that's what I really kind of drew from. And then I lived in Europe for 5 years. So that was also a big part where I understood where she was coming from. And
yeah. And who's gonna give me an advice on dating or to keep a good marriage? Okay, Rachel, you give me one advice, and then I want Victor to give me another advice.
I don't think you want Victor to give you advice.
Okay.
But, Rachel, for sure.
Just be your authentic self.
Well put.
Yeah. And what about you, Ryan?
Oh yeah, I'm with Victor. I wouldn't ask me for relationship.
Okay.
The last person.
That's fair. So let's come back. Let's come back to Victor. Like you film me here in LA, and like I bet you also edit. But how was like to balance all these, like the editing with filming? How did you balance that, and how long did it take you to put everything together?
Oh, it took a while. What was interesting was I was working full time on a TV show while we were filming this. So we shot on weekends. And then during the week, we were kind of prepping for the next weekend's shoot, but I was also kind of putting footage together just in rough ways. So in a way, I was editing just very roughly as we were shooting, which was helpful because it helped us really solidify our visual style as we went on. And also, little bits and stuff in performances that I liked, it's like, oh yeah, there was like a moment last week where I saw, let's do that again. But then once we wrapped, it's been a while cutting the movie. And the great thing about producing it myself and editing it myself was that I wrote myself a license to take as long as I needed to get it right, instead of chasing a deadline. So, I kind of wish I was able to do it faster, but I'm totally satisfied with where we ended up with it. And I don't know if I would have gotten that feeling if I had left it for someone else to do, So I'll probably just keep cutting my own stuff, and instead of driving some editor crazy with my, whatever.
Yeah, no, I think it was good. The pace was good. I like I'm not originally from LA, but I really like to see all the places that you guys went through. It was really fun. What was like the most fun part for you to do, Rachel?
The most fun, there are two. The scene where myself and two of the actors are on Molly. And we talked about it, but in order to really get into that headspace, prior to filming, which was a good solid like hour and a half, hour maybe, while crew set up lights and set the set dressing. Victor, with the actors, we just sat to the side as if we were all on Molly, and it was a really good party. And then also the day that we spent camping, because it was like the three of us and then two of the strong supporting characters who are fabulous human beings and fabulous actors. And it was like, oh, I'm just playing with my friends. It was just easy, enjoyable. And I just have really distinct memories from that day.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's fun. It's fun. And for you, Kate, what was like the most difficult part on this, in the whole movie? Like for you too, there is a scene that you had difficult putting yourself into?
There wasn't a particular scene. I think when I first, the challenge that I was excited to explore was how to make Olivia relatable and still likable, and you still see her side and you still love her, even though she is, flawed, and she does kind of stir things up in this relationship. And how to make her not one-dimensional as the kind of temptress or the, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
So, yeah, keeping her real.
Yeah. And for you, Ryan, what do you think that people are gonna learn watching First Blush?
Well, I think people are going to learn about polyamory. I don't know if many people know about it thoroughly. So that's good. And also, I think it will teach them a lot about the importance of communication and being clear about who you are, what you want, what you need, and owning yourself and allowing other people that you trust and love to help you, own that as well. And then together you can all go own the world.
Exactly. You see, it's a good advice. You see, go well. You see, you ended up giving us an advice, better communication. I got you. Well, that's awesome. And I don't know, I don't want to spoil too much to people what happened. So that's why I'm very cautious with my questions, because I don't want to. I know that the movie is going to bring a lot of discussion, because some people accept what happened there and some people just don't accept. But I don't want to spoil that much for all of them. But I think you guys did a really good job, Victor, Ryan, and Kate and Rachel. And I think I'm going to wrap it up, and I want to just thank you so much for your time. A lot of success for all of you, and I cannot wait for everybody to watch First Blush.
Thank you. And for you as well. And your questions were great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You didn't spoil anything. So
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you.
If you like this video, don't forget to comment, to like, and subscribe to our channel right here.